This is my first go at professional solo podcast with video. So what better topic to start with than what I'm calling the Who Am I framework. I talked with my brother yesterday on the phone, one of my closest friends, one of the smartest people I know, and he told me that he struggles to tell people what it is that I do. He reassured me that oftentimes he'll brag and he'll be very proud of his older brother, but he'll struggle to tell people like what it is that I do. So here's my attempt to solve that problem, make it easier for whoever wants to listen, specifically you, Cody. So what I do, in the simplest terms, I'm a marketing consultant. But more specifically, what I do is I'm a fractional chief marketing officer, niche down. I'm a chief fractional chief marketing officer for small businesses, typically that are B2B, more often than not that are service-based, that operate in local mid-market areas that want to grow profitably. What do I do, right? That's like my job, but I'm a business owner that helps business owners. So I'm a trusted advisor, specifically with marketing. Not just with marketing, I don't just do campaigns, but it's with marketing, leadership, and strategy. The ways that I define leadership and strategy. So I look at leadership as the people and strategy as the process. So the person and the thing. I lead the people. I do hiring. I help with hiring, firing. That could be employees or vendors. I help with professional development. I help with in strategy. With leadership. I create the goals. I create the KPIs and the methods to measure the goals to see if we're being successful. I put the right people in the right seats in the bus. Make sure everyone knows where we're going. And with strategy, I look at that as putting on constraints in terms of budgets and timelines, priority. There's an infinite amount of ways you can market. And there's probably many, many ways in which it will be successful for businesses. I'm leveraging my experience and my passion and my career and whatever unique insight that I have for these businesses to try and cut through the noise so that they don't have to. And with strategy, it's about how to make campaigns better, how to choose the right campaigns, how to choose the right messaging and the right analyze, and how to look at your competitive landscape and where you fit in and your offer and your unique pricing and your packaging. So in some ways, I talk to other marketers, and they might be a marketer, but they might do newspaper ads. Or I talk to other marketers, they may specialize in Google ads, which is fine. I want to know all of you, and I want you to be in my Rolodex, so to speak, my contact list, so I can call on you when we need those things done for my clients. So I own my business, but I'm a solopreneur, so I'm self-employed. I actively don't want to take on much in terms of leverage. I don't want to actively take on the stressors of having a physical location and increasing all the things around a business like that revolve overhead, because what I want to do is focus as much as possible on increasing profitability, not just for myself, and decreasing risk, not just for myself, but for my clients. So in order to do that as the owner, I do a lot of things, right? I'm in charge of the marketing of my own business. I'm in charge of the sales of my own business. I'm in charge of the operations of my own business, fulfilling my contracts and obligations for clients. I'm in charge of finance. Now, I've recently started hiring a team around me to help with some things, namely how we're getting this content out there today, getting marketing help, super important. I also understand some of my weaknesses around finance. I've gotten accounting help. So what have I done? Well, I started this business quarter 4 of 2022. Right now, we're in the middle of quarter 2 of 24. So a year and a half I've been in business. And so far, I've helped 15 business owners with their marketing of their business. And I'm looking my big hairy audacious goal is to help 100 business owners, small business owners, to reach financial freedom through marketing strategy and leadership. And in so doing, to really realize this idea of the American dream, that you can still own a business in America. Like, there's not, if you watch the news, everything's doom and gloom. And if the stock market's up, crypto's up or down. It's like, what can you control? I want to focus on the unique aspects of philosophy, of stoicism, objectivism, and turn that into capitalism and help people think about their business in a different way and articulate their business in a different way and go about doing their business in a different way that's maybe leaner and maybe more profitable. Not all in the spirit of cutting expenses, but in the spirit of doing things lean and doing things in a way that helps them to reach their goals, whatever they may be. So high level, that's what I do as a fractional CMO. That's what I do in my business that I own. Some other things about me, I'm from what some people around here think is small town, rural. And when you travel around the country, you realize that it's pretty populated. But I'm from South Central Pennsylvania. So I've done business around the country. I've been to several other countries. I've traveled quite a bit. And I like to call South Central PA, right now I'm in Lebanon, home. And I know we're live. I'm going back in my notes here. Go ahead. All right, we're back. So some cool things that I'm learning and working on. I'm figuring out how to do what I think are the new trends, the new tricks of the trade for marketing, and by using old frameworks that are time tested, storytelling and messaging. So I'm learning the social media game. I'm heavily invested in leveraging and learning artificial intelligence, specifically generative AI. I started my career doing SEO for small businesses. SEO has evolved, and I have to evolve with it. I want to evolve with it. It's interesting. I'm learning very, very, very quickly that standard operating procedures, processes, systems, and delegating said systems is the key, not just to helping my business, but all my clients' businesses. So I'm creating intellectual property around it. And furthermore, I'm figuring out how to use tools and softwares and artificial intelligence to automate what have been traditionally very heavy manual processes to, decrease time and increase profit for myself and my clients. And the cool things that I'm excited to work on are these solo podcast projects, more short form content. I'm focusing heavily on LinkedIn marketing. I'm looking at building teams and new approaches on how to build teams. So global talent for local problems. And by the end of the year, my main goal is to continue to create content and continue to create good marketing, leadership, and strategy so that my clients and whoever's watching thinks of me when they have a marketing question. And if I can accomplish that, I'd feel pretty fulfilled.